Cool. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thanks for being here, listening to me. I'm Harsha Vijayakumar, researcher for in SB Jain Global School of Management, based out of US. And this is my research paper, and it's the research paper is still in prelims. So I would like to present this research paper, and I would like to introduce myself before I get into this. So I'm basically based out of California. I work for a company called ServiceNow, where I lead the product AI Service Ops product. And I've built this. I've been taking School of Management in my Doctor of Business Administration. This is my paper that I would like to present today. So. So what is the outline? So when you look at the service world, or when I say, let's give a simple example. What is AI Service Ops? What is this all about? So when you look at any product out there, any SaaS product, or any even Zoom that we are using right now. So any product out there is basically has to be hosted in a data center, has to be part of a particular service that is running in one of the data center that you will be accessing, right? So any service that is there has to be monitored, has to be maintained, has to be supported, has to be fixed if there is any issue. So AI powered service operation is something which is you basically manage, maintain, operate that particular service, right? So that is service operations. Now, how you can basically build a AI powered service operation, which basically it can take care of itself, is something which I'm going to cover. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone had, like, sometime in last 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes you guys would have had Zoom issue, or connecting to Zoom, or connecting to a particular SaaS product like Outlook or SharePoint, where you have a blackout sometimes. So there are multiple ways. There are so many issues across the world for different services, or different services that are running in cloud. Now, how can us operations team, IT operations team, or data center operations team can basically rely on a product which not just basically monitors the product to see what are the signals that it gets, it also remediate the particular product. So when I talk about remediation, the remediation can be anything. It can be restarting a service, it can be removing the cache of a service, or fixing the service code. It can be anything, or relaunching the service, or moving the service to another service, and so on and so forth. There's a ton of things the IT team or data center team does to manage and maintain the service, because these are business critical services. So any outage or any blackout that happens during a certain period of time is a loss for the business, and that has to be addressed. So today I will cover what is a business value impact of using AI powered service op to maintain and manage services. So when you look at what does all this so you got the understanding of service operations, you got the understanding of what is a service that is running. Now let's talk about what is AI powered. What does this AI powered service ops all stands for? So when you look at all these products that are services that are running, every service is being monitored by different monitoring tool. There are so many monitoring vendors. There are so many SecOps vendors. There are so many problem detect vendors that basically monitor and get metrics, and to basically collect metrics and define thresholds to say, hey, this is the metric, this is the threshold, and this is the this is the issue. Go fix the issue. Now, what AI powered service op is not just the monitoring the metrics, it also monitors the logs. It basically gets logs from those service that are running, and from the servers that is running. It basically collects all type of logs. It creates a way for a log analytic tables, and then it creates a benchmarks on those log analytic tables, and then it tries to detect anomaly if there is any new set of logs that are coming, because every log in an application that is running would indicate a more detailed error. So let's say, let me give a simple example. Let's say Zoom service in one of the data centers that is running is having a problem. Now the log generated by Zoom is more powerful when, it's basically it's a 10 to 20 minutes before an outage happens on that particular service. So log is an early indicator, because you know that there's something wrong in that particular log. So the log of Zoom service automatically determines, hey, this is the service that is running. This is the log that is running. In the log, it has details. Now you have, as on the log analytics side, you have the logs for 4 months or 5 months. When you see new set of logs, new set of variants that are coming, you know that there's some issue that's going to happen, some outage that's going to happen. So you basically use that indicator to detect an outage 20 minutes before or 30 minutes before an incident happens. When I say incident is nothing but an issue or a problem that happens. So you use that log and metrics, both log and metrics in a combination, to build that log analytics product and log management product, which would basically power the AI. Now you use, on top of those logs, you use AI powered engine, a ML engine, to detect those anomalies. You basically detect, you analyze as you have been analyzing, and as you have been building models on top of the data. So you analyze those variants, and you predict outages. And with that, an IT team will be, or a data center team will be able to predict an incident or an issue on a particular service 20 minutes before or 30 minutes before an incident or a blackout occurs, right? So, and with that, they could be able to reduce the mean time to repair. Mean time to repair in terms of the ITL process, where an incident occurs and you fix the incident and so on and so forth. Here, before the incident occurs, you know what the issue is, you know what the anomaly is, you know what the log says. You go and fix that root cause, right? And also, it helps automatically. AI powered service ops is not just going monitoring. It's not just about analyzing logs. It's also about remediation. How can an AI tool understand, using a Gen AI capability, can understand those outages or that particular thing and automatically go and prevent those critical outages? It automatically remediates, because it will have set of playbooks, it will have set of troubleshooting guides that it could automate, and could basically trigger that automation immediately and remediate the issue that is happening right now, right? So again, AI powered service op is a standard uh, product that most of the companies, or most of the service operations companies, aim to be, right? Now the outcome is pretty simple and straightforward. The outcome is basically organization resilience and the business value. Gaining that business value, creating that value, preserving that value is really critical for customers who are using that service, right? It can be Zoom, it can be Microsoft, it can be um, any company, any service-based company, any SaaS company out there. They have to rely on AI-powered service ops to manage and maintain their service. So with that introduction, I would like to cover another set of introduction, basically on, hey, what is the level of automation? What is the level of AI-powered service op would you see in the industry, right? So when you look at the industry, IT industry, or data center industry in general, they start with reactive. They are level one. They are always reactive. They would not know if the issue has happened. They have a siloed data. They have a lot of processes to manage and maintain in the ITIL world. They start very reactive. In the level two, they become more responsive. Like, as the company maturity, as the service operations matures, they become more mature, because they would have understood the previous root causes, the previous manual processes. They would automate. They would try to automate a little bit, where they would try to get responsive on those outages. The third is intelligent, where you try to predict common problems. So sometimes what happens is, in a data center world, you have common problems on those services that you are running. You know what the service is, let's say, and you know what the common problems with that service. It can be a cache issue, it can be it can be like a memory issue, it can be more of a service issue, some level of code service issue that is running. So you know what are those common problems are, and you try to predict those problems based on certain metrics, certain indication. Like sometimes you say, hey, what is the average memory? What is the average CPU? What is the application crash rate? What is the restart rate? So you start collecting different metrics and you try to predict problems based on the metrics. And also you try to do proactive alerting. You basically alert based on the logs, based on the metrics that you're collecting. You basically do proactive alerting to indicate, hey, there's some issue that is happening in that particular data center, in that particular server, to that particular service that you're running. It might cause an outage. It might cause an outage and a blackout for the rest of the world, right? Now, like, hey, you do also do intelligent root cause analysis, data consolidation. So most of the IT teams, most of the data center teams who are running the service, they try to be at least at level 3. What I'm proposing is to be at level 4, where the machine does the job of service operations, where the machine basically helps to basically predict an incident, predict and prevent outages. It also helps to basically self-learn and also remediate, right? So remediation is the key. The content of remediation of automation using AI-powered service ops, the intelligent AI-powered service ops is the level 4, where you have a self-healing, where the system automatically understands, hey, this is the problem. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to automate this troubleshooting, and I'm going to fix this remedial action on this particular service, right? So that's where you want to get into. You want to get into self-healing, where you basically relieve the headache for service operations folks. You basically say, hey, let me go on autopilot. Let me go on, hey, you do self-driving. You do basically say, hey, I want to basically do self-healing for this particular service. It has to run on autopilot, right? So it relieves, and also on the business value side, it basically helps IT teams and process team and it creates value. It creates value in terms of cost savings, cost improvements, managing risks of the business outages that are happening. Because every transaction that let's take a simple example, Amazon. Amazon has very powerful, services that are running in different data centers to support everyone who is transacting. Now, if there's a simple payment service that has an outage, Amazon loses millions of dollars in minutes, right? So it's that kind of thing. Even any bank transaction that you have, anything that goes on an outage, any blackout, the customers are not going to perform the transaction at that moment. So you will lose their revenue. So every AI powered service operations helps in creating that business value for the customers. Now, what is a literature review? What is a value of using AI powered service ops? As you understood, what is service operations? What is AI powered service operations to the level? What are the different levels? Now let me show you what is the business value of using AI powered service ops. Like, main thing is cost savings, right? Typically, when you look at the business, they look at, hey, why would I buy this product? What is the business value that I would get this with product, what I'm not getting right now, right? Cost saving in terms of managing and maintaining the services, right? Increasing availability of a particular service, right? And decreasing incident volume, right? So you are basically reducing the volume on the service ops or the people who are supporting. It can be DevOps team, it can be IT teams, it can be data center team who are on call supporting that particular service that is running, right? Managing risk. The second is basically you're managing risk by self-healing, and also you're proactively alerting the IT teams on any major incident that is occurring, right? So, and also you're predicting the common problems. At the same time, you're creating innovativeness, right? You're basically saying, hey, I want to basically relieve the service ops folks with being more innovative, and also trying to reduce the incident repair time, right? So you're trying to reduce the incident repair time so that the folks who are working in the service operations team are relieved fixing the same set of problems over and over, right? And prediction and prevention of capabilities, right? So you, with the automation, you could basically innovate more and more. The service operations team can be more innovative in building that particular products across like multiple products, multiple, multiple automations and so on and so forth. And then the cost containment, right? So when you have impact on cost per incident, so every incident that gets created is a cost to IT. Every dollar, every L1, L2, L3 incident that get created, it's a dollar. So always IT teams, DevOps teams, they try to shift left. They would like to have no incidents in the first place. Everything should be automated, right? So they would like to prevent the outages in the first place and impact the mean time to repair. So those are the cost containment features impacting the business value. Now, research objectives. What is this all? The research is all about. Why are we discussing on this topic? So, to basically examine the AI power service ops and its potential impact on organization resilience and the business value, and also to identify the factors that are part of the business value and organization resilience in the context of AI powered service ops, and understand the customer satisfaction, understand the cost savings, understanding the managing risk, and how it impacts how it impacts the AI powered, how it impacts the business value in general, and how it creates different how it decreases the incident volume and creating different anomalies and alerts for customers, right? So, and also cost improvements in terms of decreasing incident volume, cost per incident, and also of the and also cost per incident when you look at the aging population in smart cities as well, right? So you are basically want to reduce the cost and also justify the innovativeness, right? So you're basically creating a AI engine which would relieve the AI service operations folks to be more productive. So now let's look at the scope of the study. The scope of the study is basically has you define what is defining the AI powered service ops. This is completely new to folks. No one has researched this. No one has done this research. The study basically is identifying and defining the AI powered service operations, combining log analytics, combining the metrics, and bringing together, and also understanding like what is the how it can affect the business value, right? So that's the definition of the scope and the impact on the organization resilience and its impact on the business value that it's going to create. When you look at organization resilience, it is basically it's a value creation circle. You're creating a value, you're creating a business value, you're creating a business value impact on using AI powered service ops products. Now, methodology that I've used here, it's pretty simple and straightforward. So the research will adopt to a quantitative strategy, focusing on analyzing how AI-powered service ops has impacted factors that in turn improve organization resilience. The survey participants are professionals who are working in IT and employed in any industry. The participants are chosen based on their knowledge and expertise in the service operation industry and IT. And ideally, the sample size of the participants that I have is 70 plus respondents in the study of the research. The study will be comprised of questionnaires to the participants and a few interviews. And survey questionnaires will be using Likert scale of 5 points designed by René Likert. And also, we will use relative importance of each construct will be linked to variables which will be assessed and analyzed through ADAMCO. Now, important and probable benefits of the study. Now, what is the benefits of this study? Like you understood AI powered service op, you understand what is the variables that AI powered service ops brings to the table to build business value. What is the importance? Why are we studying this? What is the importance of studying the AI powered service op and its impact on the business value? Number one, it basically improves organization resilience. The study can help organization to understand the impact of AI-powered service ops on organization resilience and business value, right? Every organization would like to know, hey, how can I be more resilient? How can I create more business value for my teams? How can I be more how can I cost save? How can I improve my costs? How can I basically be more lean, right? So every organization would like to be in that state. So using AI powered service ops study, they could basically understand how they can use tools to build that automation, right? Number one. Number two is increase efficiency. By using AI technologies, they could manage service, they could manage the operations, organization can create efficiencies across their service operations teams, and can also lead to profitability and also scalability, right? And sustainability of that particular service or that particular team, right? Improved customer satisfaction by providing AI-powered service op to organizations can improve customer satisfaction levels because you are delivering the service on time. If you look at Amazon as an example, Amazon has never had an outage because if you look at recent publication in last 1 year, the services have been very powerful. They are trying to use both log analytics, both metrics engine to detect any anomalies on the service outages. So it has been very powerful on to see how the customer satisfaction has increased when they use that particular service or when they use that particular app, right? So it's a ton. The customer satisfaction is higher when the customer satisfaction will be more when the service is available and the service is running without any disruption. Overall, studying the impact of AI-powered service ops on organization resilience can provide and business value provides valuable insights that can help organization to improve efficiency and also ability to withstand unexpected disruptions, right? So you should not have unexpected disruption because you will be part of next SolarWinds or next something, right? So you don't want to be part of that. You want to be making sure that you have service secure, you have services are running on time, and you have like customer satisfied so that you could cost save and improve the cost and also managing the risk and also create innovations for your team. So with that, I would like to end my presentation. Any questions?